back in Derail Valley, where we finished our first job in part 1, and now have to decide in how we wanna continue our endeavor. But first, a big thank you to my supporters. You guys are amazing and make it all possible. Thank you. We are at the harbor now, where we ended our last job, our first job, coming from the steel mill all the way down there, whoop, 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 and are now here with some $16,922 in our pocket. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, on this sheet is actually a weather forecast, so you always know what weather will be during the day. And talking of tips, a lot of people on the career manager just faff around with these buttons and stuff. You don't need to do that at all. When you're close enough, you can just use your mouse. Left mouse button, right mouse button, and the scroll wheel should go through the menus. And last time I said something wrong. When we look at the fees, I said it would be bad if we derail at this stage of the career, but that's actually not true. We are still at a copay of $100, so no matter how much damage or fees in general we collect, we just have to pay $100 to clear that. And looking at the license, so the next locomotive I want to go for is the DH4. We could go for the DM3 first, which is way cheaper as you can see, but the problem with that thing is it's such a pain to drive. You have to manually shift, and who wants to do that in a train? So DH4, and yeah, I have to play that first. But another tip, you can print the license, so you can check what will be changed. So if we get the DH4, we get the insurance copay added on top of $10,000. So to clear fees, we don't have to pay 100, but 1,100, I think. Yeah. And the time bonus deadline goes down by 2%, which isn't a big deal. But the important part here is they have prerequisites. So to get the DH4, we first need to get long 2. But to get long 2, we need to get long 1 first. So let me quickly print out some of these and lay them out on the table, and we have a look. And there are our first options, at least what I think is viable as first option. So going for the DH4, we need long 2. This is long 2. For long 2, we need long 1, which comes quite with a price tag. So we need 10,000, 20,000, and another additional 50,000. And with the DE2, we can't haul too much. It's like 250 tons is kind of the maximum, so it will be nice to have multiple units so we can use 2 of them. We can use 2 of them already, but we have to control them separately. So we have to jump around from locomotive to locomotive all the time, and I don't like that stress. So for that, we need concurrent 1. Concurrent 1 is 10,000. And that's 30,000, so 40,000, and we don't have that money. As we can see, we have 16,000. So the only option right now is probably just getting shunting. And since we're in the harbor, there are a lot of different yards. We could probably do a lot of shunting jobs. And as we can see over here, there is a lot of jobs for us. So let me sort these out, and then we check what we can do and which license we get. And these are our options. And let's have a look at the freight holds first. So first 3, not really very good in pay. Last one, we could buy the long 1 license, but getting 490 tons out of the harbor, not gonna happen on the DE2. There are some really heavy inclines out of it, no matter which side we go. So let's say no to that, and no to these 3. And shunting. So shunting license only 1,000. And this is actually what we brought from the steel mill, so that's where our locomotive is parked right now. That would be easy one drop off, perfect. But generally, when you want to do shunting jobs, do the pickups before you do the drop-offs. Why is that? Because of how the yards are laid out. Let's have a look at the booklet. So we got the S, O and I tracks in the yards. S are the sidings. That is where the empty cars are stored. So when you pick something up, you pick it up there. When you drop something up, you drop it off there. So if you do the drop off first, you probably put them in the way of your pickups. So do the pickups first, then do the drop offs. That way you don't put stuff in your own way. And we got 3 drop off jobs and 1 pickup. So I would say let's get the shunting license, do the pickup, and then do the 3 drop off. Except these 2 drop offs are long ones, but we can afford it too. The long one is again 10,000, we got 16,000, and that's all well on our budget. And they pay really well. Especially, remember, if we get that done in time, we got 50% on top of that. Good, so first, let's pay the fees. The thing is, when you pay the fees for a locomotive, it also repairs and refills the locomotive. So that's basically the only way how we can maintain our locomotives right now before we get the license for the manual maintenance. Good, grab that. Oh, no, first, select. Money in and pay. And happy noises. Then, oh yeah, now we need a shunting license. License, shunting, 1,000. Put the money in, and there we go. We now own a license for shunting, which doesn't add any copay. Removes no time bonus, nothing. It's the easiest way to go after the first job. Then let's do the 3 pickups first. SL08. I will now go out in the yard. Oh, it's dark. I probably want to sleep, so we have some daylight. Alright, next morning we got some good sleep, and I'm in the sea yard where we dropped off our job last time. Let's have a look at the station map. So I found where the 3 pickups are. One is in G, one is in D, one is in C. So I will grab the one in C plus the job we dropped off last time, since that's also shunting job to drop off, which we will do after that. But while we're here, why not move it over to the loading track anyways, which is in D. C only has the liquids, D has all the other stuff. Here in the harbor it's easy, there are only these 2 drop-off locations or pick-up drop-off loading locations. That can be a little bit more complicated at other stations. As example, the farm. See, the farm has 1, 2 and 3, and all of these 3 have the same pickup and loading, so preparing these is not so easy. You probably just pick up what you need, move out here or in that direction, and then take on the job and then move into whatever loading track it tells you to do. But yeah, as I said, here's easy. Liquid stuff goes to C, everything else goes in D, except later with the military stuff, the military yard has its own loading track. Good, so let's get it done. I'm not grabbing that first. Science 08 is the mission we need. So 08. But there's something in the way. So we need to drag the entire thing out. Move it one over. Put that back into the track. And then grab what we got and move over to D. Alright. Let's get it started. generally it's always good to prepare your jobs first before you take on the job. In which order you connect the pickups, it doesn't matter at all. It lets you do it anyway. And here's another tip. I see a lot of people faffing around when manually coupling or decoupling by crouching down, doing all these stuff. Right? It's not necessary at all. Just stand here, get close, grab that hose, and it's connected. Grab that, and it's connected. Fasten that, open up, and done. So no need to crouch below there and getting everything in your way. Good. Let's just shove that one in here and we'll roll on its own. And then move a little forward. I didn't mean to get the cross point here, but sometimes that happens. At least we don't have to drive all the way in and out again. I love this shoving around. It's so much fun. Just let them go and do their thing. And it saves so much time in the long run. So you can brake now. Ooh, too fast, too fast. Brake a little. We don't want to bump too hard into anything. That would be a bad habit to have later on when our copay is more than just $100. And connect, and now we move all that over to D. Make sure all the handbrakes are off. And the brake pipe is filled. And I'm moving out to the left because we want to reverse into D. Always good to reverse into the tracks. And we don't have to fiddle around at the bank end of the track to get our locomotive out again. It's always a little bit of a pain. And for speeds in the yard, going 20, 25, maybe 30 at max is more than enough. You have to stop and go so often, it would just waste some fuel. I'm usually sticking with 20. It's totally fine. And you got some time to drink some coffee. I like my coffee. I'm making sure we go in the right yard. Again, I just let them move on their own. They don't need me. They already got speed. A little bit back with the locomotive. And that is far enough. And brake. That one goes in the right track. 7L. Perfect. And now we just engage the hand brake. Now, here. F2, getting back to the locomotive, switching the track because our other pickup is over there somewhere. Where we need to go to the left. Oh, maybe release the brakes, that will help. So silly. And again, not going too quickly. Let's just roll F3 to the free cam, move out. So we are looking for 08. I think it was that one. Right? 08, yeah. So we need to get all that out to get on that. Oh, Cam? What are you doing? That was weird. Good, go right, and speed up a little. And by the way, if you are looking for any key bindings, when you are in the mode where your cursor is free, go in the top right corner and click on that. It opens you all control windows. You can close the ones you don't want, and maybe keep the one open you want to have. And as you can see, I changed my keybinds to have the main controls on my keypad. Works for me really well. Maybe it works for you too. So if you want to have the same one, screenshot and reconfigure yours. Break. Although I don't need that. I moved maybe a little too fast. So I want to put the one we need into the next. Go forward and put the rest back in. Come on, clear it, clear it, clear it. I need to switch right now. You can brake and then give the rest a bump and let them go as well. 9, 10, yep, that's a good speed. Decouple and brake a little. Perfect, so that is sorted without losing any time. Is it the most realistic? Probably not, but it's so much fun to do it that way. But if you want to do it realistic, you still got enough time by doing it the regular way, because we are not on the clock yet. We haven't put in the job yet. We have as much time as we want right now. I love that on my skin. That all these grills are so shiny and reflective like aluminium or something. Good. So let's move that into the loading track as well, and then there's only one pickup left. And after that we basically got 2 jobs ready to go from the loading track, where we just have to put them into their destination tracks where they have to go. Easy money, very easy money. And if you're like me and enjoy this yard work, I think it's really zen. It's relaxing me. I love that stuff. Then that's a good way of making money, especially early on. Oh no, not throttle, brake. The opposite of what I'm doing. Good. And reverse. And make sure you're not going in reverse while you're still going forward. That is how you grill your traction motors, and that's not good. Good. Decouple, brake. This time I stay with it. This is maybe a little quick. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. It should slow down until it reaches the other cars over there. So it's fine. Let's go back. F2. And now we need to pick up the last one somewhere in the G yard. I think there are these two. SL08. Yep, these ones. So we want to go left and then go right. No, left, left, and then right. Yeah. And I guess the lights don't matter. I just like to play around with the lights to have them go in the right direction. You don't have to do that. I just like it. Good. There we go. Last pickup. Moving into the D7 Railyard and into D7L track in the D yard. No, let's just hook them all up. No handbrake. And now I moved it all forward to the end of the track, just so we have a shorter way. Good. Now decouple the drop-off job. We will do that after this one, since we don't have concurrent jobs yet. We can only do one at a time. And brake on and jump over to the station. Good. Now we hand it in. Whoop. Do that. Couple. We did that already, so time saved on that. Load a D7L and then put it in E5 outgoing. There it is. Load it. Let's move. Put it into the E yard. But always keep an eye on the temperature. We just need to get going, and then we can go down to 1 again. Save the fuel. And there we go, parked up in the E yard. Couple, and always the handbrakes on. Time to hand the job in and get the money. No? In progress? What's the problem? To E5. Oh crap, I put it in E7. My bad. Numbers are hard. Whoopsie. That's so embarrassing. I'm trying to give tips and tricks, and then I'm doing it wrong. So yeah, E5. It clearly says E5. I don't know why I was going for E7. It makes no sense. Maybe it's early morning for me, and I only had one coffee. Probably should have a little break here and get another one. Ah, God. So E5, that's actually on the other side. So. Whoopsie. So that's E5. So we go right here and then left here. I mean, easy enough to fix, and we still got plenty of time. So that's actually a good reason why you should grab the cars first before you hand in the job. Then you have plenty of time to be stupid like me. Okay, let's double check. E5. Yes, E5. We need to go in E5. So I'm learning numbers. I'm good with numbers. But yeah, happens. People make mistakes, so always good to double check things first. Good. Now let's hand it in. There we go. And we got some nice 13,000. Nice. No damage. The squirrel is happy. Perfect. So let's get the local back over at D7. That's probably why I did go in E7, because it sounds like D7, and I always thought of D7 somehow. So back at the yard, I already coupled it up and put in the job. So we need to unload and then put it into C1S. So let's unload. And let's go. And we are learning from mistakes, so this time, double check. We want to go to C1S, and there is C1S, so we need to go to the left. And we are there. So, handbrake, decouple, handbrake, decouple, and turn off the engine. Jump out and hand in the job to get tasty money. And yeah, that was not too much money, but that was an easy one to do. Just one drop off, and wait, how long did we take? Just 7 minutes out of 36 minutes to get the bonus time. The bonus money on the time. And for those of you who don't know, the shunting missions actually often spawn other missions. So the pickup we did earlier turned into a freight haul to the machine factory in town. Anyways, now that we are done with the first ones, now we get to the long ones. So we have to buy the long license. Clearing the fees. I love this sound. I don't know why, but this happy noise makes me happy. So it really does its job as happy noise. Good. License, long one. I think it's called train length 1, which is 10,000. Let's actually double check. What does it add? And it's also the one step closer to the DH4. It adds 1,900 copay, so then we have to pay 2,000 instead of 100. Removes a little bit of time bonus deadline, but that's fine as well. Good, let's buy it. Woo! Oh, and it removes the re-rail discount, but ideally we never will have to re-rail, right? We never make mistakes. Good. So let's... Actually, it's already dark outside. It's bedtime, I would say. Let's have some good 8 hours of sleep. Yes, please. Good night. Good. Let's drop them in a pocket. So that is the SU-70 and the SU-42. Let's find him. Oh, it's still a little dark, but it's dawning. It's clearly dawning over there. And a little rainy. Alright, we are ready at D7L. I already placed it all here, handed in the job, and this time we got 2 drop-offs. So the majority goes to C1S and 1 little car goes to D2. So since we're on D, we wanna drop D2 first and then move to C1. But first, unloading. Now, ideally, the last one should be the one that goes in D. Is it the last one? No. So it's probably the first one behind the locomotive. It is in D. So I want to drag that out to the next junction, uncouple, put that one in D2, couple the rest again, and then head over to C. Oh no, wrong. Oh, I forgot to switch. God damn it. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, now I caused some damage. That's when you not pay attention. So yeah, doing it this way is fun, but also very risky. Good, now the rest into C1S. Remember, C-Yard is where the loading station for the liquids is. Almost there. And we are done. Almost. And break. And let's hand it in. 14 minutes out of 72. And nice, almost 18k. So good. Let's see, how much money do we have now? 44,000. Yeah, that's almost enough. We got train link 1, so let's throw that into the bin. Then to get the DH4 we need another 50, 60, 70,000, so not quite there yet, but we made a big chunk of that. Next one will be drop off of pipes, 3 drop offs to be exact, which will give us 20,000 with the time bonus, around 30,000. And then we will have over 70,000. So with shunting alone here in the harbor, 4 shunting missions, and we are already at the DH4. Isn't that amazing? Good, I will finish now that shunting mission. The pipes were in the D yard conveniently, so I don't have to move them too far to unload. And I quickly want to talk about the DE2. A lot of people kinda don't like the DE2. They call this phase in career gameplay the DE2 hub. But I think the DE2 is really underappreciated. It's such a capable locomotive, and you can see with a little bit of shunting you can make so much money. So basically you never have to use this outside of shunting, except for the first mission. After that you just do some shunting missions and hop onto the DH4. And the last one did go into the sea yard. Let's shut off and head to the station. Time to hand it in. 30 minutes and we had 108. That's fast. And another 30,000. Give me my money. So let's check. We got 75,000. Which is enough money to get the license for Train Line 2 and DH4. So you guys know what we are going to do in next episode. So if you don't want to miss out on next episode, make sure to subscribe and comment and like to let me know that you want more. And big thank you to my supporters. You guys are amazing and you make it all possible. If you're not already a supporter, consider becoming one to get early access on videos and bonus content, and your name on the screen. Plus, if you join the Discord, you get the fancy Discord role and access to a supporter lounge. All the links are in the description. So thank you all for watching, I hope I see you next time. Bye bye!